Hello everyone! Today, Raw Retro Gaming is coming back with a video tutorial on how to install an improved version of ArkOS on the R36S. Even though I had other video projects in the backlog, popular demand convinced me to do a tutorial for this one first. But what exactly is the R36S? It's a budget retro gaming device with a very good price to performance ratio. If you want more details about it, there's a review I did last year, though at the time I wasn't doing English versions of the videos. You'll find a link in the description. And to answer the questions about price, the device can be found on AliExpress for somewhere between $20 and $40, depending on the seller and the current sales event. As a side note, the biggest discount event on AliExpress is on November 11th every year, and it's a great time to do your shopping there if you have anything on your wishlist. Just a heads up that while the R36S itself is a clone of an Anbernic device, it also started to get quite a few low quality clones of its own, so be careful what you buy, otherwise you might end up with a weaker device and also today's tutorial might not help you. The source currently considered reliable is the version of the R36S sold by the vendor Boyom. I'll add a link for that one in the description too. But enough about that although. One day I really should do a full tutorial on how to shop smart and safe on AliExpress. Anyway, let's get to work. I'm going to use the blank 64GB card. Honestly, I no longer have the card with the original software because back when I bought the device, replacing the software was the first thing I did. But before anything else, we need to download the ArkOS file. To do that, just type R36 ArkOS into Google and you'll quickly find the project's GitHub. The software works on several devices in the same series, as you can see there, with the note that the Plus version of the device has a separate image. For downloading, we have three options. Google Drive is the easiest, but unfortunately it often hits its download limit, so we'll go with one of the other, let's say, add supported options. As I was saying, I'll be using a new card. If you have one too, that's the best way to go. If something goes wrong, you still have the old card intact and can easily go back to the previous setup. If you don't have another card, at least make a backup of your current image using a tool like Win32 Disk Imager and maybe make a copy of your games too, so you can move them back after the ArkOS finishes installing. Meanwhile, the file has finished downloading, so we can go to the folder where it was saved and extract the files to get the image we'll write to the card. Now, using the same Win32 Disk Imager, we'll write the extracted image to the card. Make sure you select the correct drive letter for the card and then press write.
In a world where pixels paint the sky, a radiant sun sets over cosmic high. Shooting stars twinkle, spacecraft fly, mountains and trees, classic heroes by Mario, Lincoln, Kirby, Ron and John.
After the image has been written, we already have a partition named EasyROMs, but it doesn't yet have enough space to add games. So we'll first insert the card into the device to begin the installation process. ArkOS will auto-configure itself for our device and also expand the partition for ROMs. The R36S has been produced with several screen types over its roughly 3 years lifespan, so if the installation seems to get stuck with a blank screen, it's likely that the panel detection failed and you'll need to use the site's instructions to select it manually. In our case, detection worked fine, so we didn't need to do this step. Once everything is done and ArkOS boots up, press the start button and shut down the device. Then remove the card and insert it back into the PC. Now, the EasyROMs partition should have enough space, so we can add the games, either from the original card, if you still have it, from your backup, or from whatever other source you have. Now that we've copied the games, we put the card back and start the device. The device is now up and running with games added back, so that's about it for those of you who are here just for the installation. But since we're here already talking about the R36S, let's go over a few tips and tricks too. The default menu layout already looks pretty good compared to what you find on other devices or OSs, but ArkOS also comes with a few pre-installed UI themes you can use to change the look. If we go into the games list though, we'll notice that there are no preview images for them. ArkOS does have a built-in scraper, but even though a few versions of the R36S come with built-in Wi-Fi, most units on the market don't have this, so the scraper won't work without internet. The good news is that the R36S has an OTG port where you can connect Wi-Fi dongles or even Ethernet adapters if you're planning to leave the device in one spot while it downloads. If we're going with a Wi-Fi dongle, we'll also need to connect it to our router. For that, there's a Wi-Fi connection utility under Configuration. Once we've gone through that, we should see the Wi-Fi status as up and we can start the slow process of scraping artwork directly from the device. When it's done, we'll finally have images associated with our games. If you have the space and the time, you can even download gameplay videos for them. A cool bonus is that the screensaver can then play them randomly. It also has a few options, and while it's running you can press left or right to switch games. And if you see one you like, just press start to jump right into it. ArkOS comes with lots of improvements compared to the software that ships with the R36S, including portmaster support, better performance and broader compatibility with different emulated systems. And probably the biggest plus, this version of ArkOS is still maintained and improved by the community. Once it's installed, all you need to do to keep ArkOS up to date is connect a network adapter, just like we did for scraping, go to Configuration and press Update. The device will check if there's a newer version and install it automatically. No need to flash a new image manually. Since the initial review was also done with this ArkOS, albeit an older version, I normally wouldn't do another gameplay demo, but I know there are many retro gamers who would want to see it. So next up I'll run through a few systems to see how they perform, including Portmaster and Pico 8, which weren't shown last time.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files.
It's good to see you.
Sorry, Mr. Freeman. I got explicit orders not to let you through without your hazard suit on.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use in hazardous environment conditions.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
That's it for today, so I'll see you next time, hopefully a lot sooner with a new review or another tutorial. So for now I'll say goodbye and leave you with the usual happy retro gaming.